Here we go. Yesterday, we learned this. Law of sines. Sine of angle A over A equals the sine of angle B over side B, which is also equal sine of angle C over side C. Remember that angle A is up here, so that means side A is straight across from it. Same thing for B and C. Make sure you draw your pictures correctly. All right, so whenever you know two of the angles of a triangle, you always find the third one first. How do we do that? Right, add them together and subtract from 180, or just go 180 minus 71 minus 56, right? What's that equal? Olivia? Card? What does that equal?
Oh, 53.
Thank you. So, whenever you have two angles of the triangle, find that missing angle first. Okay? Now, I know angle B and side B. So I'm going to use that to start my proportion. So sine of angle B over 17 equals the sine of angle A, which was 56, over side A. And then the other proportion would be sine of 71 over 17. Use those two again. And the sine of angle C, 53, that we just figured out, over side C. So those are the two proportions you'll set up. Again, the angle you use is over top of the side that's opposite it. That's why the 71 was over 17. That's why the 53 was over the C. That's why the 56 is over the A. Make sure you're in degree mode on your calculator. And then proportions are real easy to solve. You just cross multiply and divide. So C equals 17 times sine of 53 divided by the sine of 71. And A is 17 times the sine of 56 divided by the sine of 71. Okay? So 17, sine 56, close it up. Whenever you get the sine button, it starts that left parenthesis, and you put your degree measure in, close it up, divided by sine 71, close it up. So 14.9 would have been the A value. And then everything's the same for this one, the blue one, except I got to change 56 to 53. So I'll hit second enter, and it'll bring up what I just typed in. And I'll go up and I move my cursor and change the 56 to a 53 and hit enter. And that's a 14.4. So that'll save me some time. Questions? This is easy. It's really easy. Much easier than what we had last week. Okay? So get this down, because you only have one more quiz left. Okay? Your last summative grade before your exam. Some of you need to do well on this last summative grade. Okay? Questions on that example? Okay. Number 4. 55 degrees. K was 12.4 and L was 10.2. Any questions? Number 6. Angle F was 65 degrees. Side D was 2.4 and side F was 2.9. Questions on 6. Number 8, angle G is 82 degrees, side G is 24.2, and side H is 21.7. Questions on 4, 6, or 8? I guess that's all I had of those. Number 10, I think that was one that didn't have a triangle. Because that could happen sometimes, right? Yeah, number 10, no triangle. Number 12 had 2 triangles. Let's go through that one. That was your assignment if you weren't here. And you were too lazy to look up on Canvas to see what it was. Number 12. So we got A, B, C. Again, it doesn't matter where you put those. But side A is opposite angle A. That was 8. And side B is opposite angle B, which was 9. And they gave us angle A was 35. So we got an angle and 2 sides, side angle, right? So there's a possibility of 0, 1, or 2. I've already told you it's going to be 2, right? So the only thing I can figure out is angle B because I have side B. So I'm going to go sine of 35 degrees over 8 equals the sine of angle B over 9. So 9 times the sine of 35 equals 8 times the sine of B. When you cross multiply, you're going to divide by 8. And that's the sine of B. So we're going to have to do one more step here, remember. Figure out angle B. So 9 sine 35 divided by 8. I get 0.6453. So again, to find this angle, I have to find the inverse sine of that answer. So I hit second sine for inverse sine, second negative sine for answer. It punches that all in for me. And I get 40.2 degrees. Okay, so looking for a second triangle at this point. Again, I know I have to do that because I had 2 sides and 1 angle. Okay? I don't have to do that for like 4, 6, or 8 because that wasn't the situation they gave me. Okay? They gave us 2 of the angles on those. All right, so what I do is I find the supplement of that answer. 180 minus 40.2, which is 139.8, right? So I go 180, minus answer. Here's my 139.8. I add to that the original angle they gave me. And get 174.8. Since 174.8 is less than 180, second triangle is there. Okay? If this answer was bigger than 180, I only have the 1 triangle. You with me? We went over this yesterday, just redoing it. So we found our 40.2 degree angle when we did inverse sine. We found the supplement, added the original angle they gave us, and we got a number less than 180. So that tells me I have a second triangle. All right, so I do the second triangle since I know because I've already punched stuff in for the second triangle. So when you draw the picture, the original stuff you were given, side B being 9, side A being 8, angle A being 35, that's all the same. None of that changed. Okay? What changes is angle B. Angle B is the supplement to the original angle B. So this angle B is 139.8. How do I find angle C? I add those two and subtract from 180, right? I've already done that. That's why I do this. I've already done that. That's right here, right? So what I'm going to do in my calculator is go 180 minus that answer, and I have a 5.2 degree angle for this second angle C. All right? So I almost have this one finished. All I have to figure out is what? Side C, right? So I'm going to go sine of 35 over 8 equals the sine of 5.2 over C. All right? So 8 times the sine of 5.2 divided by sine of 35. 8 sine of 5.2 divided by sine of 35 will be angle, or side C. So 1.3. So I've already solved that one. Okay? Now I'll go back and finish the first one. So I need 35 and 40.2, 35 plus 40.2, 180 minus that is 104.8. And then I do, same thing here, sine of 35 over 8, and then sine of 104.8, I'm getting messy here, over C. So 8 times the sine of 104.8, 8 sine 104.8 divided by sine of 35, and I get 13.5. So the blue answers are triangle 2, and the green answers are triangle 1. Questions? We call that the ambiguous case, when we get two sides and an angle in the law of sines. And then you jump to 18, right? Was it 4 to 12? Even, and then 18, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 18's answer was, angle S was 84 degrees, side Q was 11.2, and side R was 10.5. Anybody need to see that one? You got this? Good. Some of you didn't quite do all your homework. Yes?
I'm trying to see.
18?
Yeah.
Sure. Let's make my triangle a little nicer. Okay, so, they even gave a picture of it, I didn't. Oh, it wasn't ABC, it was, QRS, wasn't it? So, I need to change that. And Q was down here. And R was up here and S was here. Okay, and it was a 50 and a 46 degree. And side S, so this is an side angle situation, 14.5. Whenever I get two angles to start, there's no worrying about finding a second triangle. Okay, you don't have to do that every time. Only when you get the two sides and one angle. So, what's that, 96? 180 minus 96 would be 84. Let's do a different color. So 84 is the missing angle. Always find that missing angle when you know two of them. So I'm going to go sine of 84 over 14.5, the side opposite, equals sine of 46 over what? What side is opposite 46? All right, thank you. You guys sound like some pirates, very good. And then for side Q, sine of 84 over 14.5 again equals the sine of 50 over Q. And then just cross multiply and divide. Making sense? Cole, Sammy? Simple. Like I said, this part, well, sines, and tomorrow we'll do the law of cosines, is much easier than what we did up until this point. No questions? All right, we're just going to practice some more law of sines today. All right? For homework, I have a little worksheet for you. Just do numbers 4 to 13. I crossed out 1, 2, and 3.